Have you ever had a leader who changed the way you see yourself? Someone who didn't just give orders, but inspired you to be better? Real leadership isn't about power, it's about impact. Today's story is about someone who discovered that true leadership is not about standing above others, it's about lifting them up. Aidan always believed that being a leader meant having all the answers. As the youngest manager in his company's history, he wore his title like a badge of honor. His team, however, saw him differently. To them, Aidan was demanding, impatient, and distant. He pushed for results but rarely offered encouragement. On paper, his team was performing, but behind the scenes, morale was sinking. People clocked in, did the bare minimum, and left. No one spoke up in meetings. Creativity was stifled. The energy in the office was cold, and Aidan couldn't understand why. One afternoon, Aidan's supervisor, Miss Harris, called him in. Her voice was firm but calm. "Aidan," she said, "your numbers are good, but leadership is about more than just results. If you don't invest in your people, you'll lose them." Aidan bristled. "I push them because I know they can do better," he said defensively. Miss Harris leaned forward. "Pushing is easy. Lifting, that takes real leadership. Are you willing to learn how?" Her words stayed with him long after the meeting ended. That night, as he scrolled through emails, one caught his eye. A resignation letter. Another team member was leaving. It wasn't the first. The next morning, Aidan arrived early. He stood at the window, watching as the city stirred to life. Something had to change. But what? Later that day, during the team's weekly meeting, he did something unexpected. Instead of launching into performance metrics, he took a deep breath and said, "I need to apologize." The room fell silent. Aidan continued, "I've been so focused on results that I forgot to see you, the people making those results happen. I want to do better, and I want to hear from you. What would make this a place where you feel valued?" For the first time, heads lifted. Eyes met his. And then slowly, voices began to speak. No one asked for easier work or fewer deadlines. Instead, they wanted recognition, to be heard, to know their ideas mattered. Aidan listened, really listened, and it changed everything. Over the next few weeks, small but powerful changes unfolded. He started celebrating small wins, an email shout out for someone's innovative idea, handwritten notes for milestones, and time set aside for personal check-ins. He didn't stop pushing for excellence, but now he did it with empathy. When mistakes happened, instead of assigning blame, he asked, "What did we learn?" One day, Aidan noticed something remarkable. The office buzzed with energy. People shared ideas without fear. A struggling employee who once seemed disengaged had just led a successful project. At a quarterly review, Ms. Harris smiled as she read through the team's feedback. Your leadership isn't just improving the numbers, she said. It's transforming lives. Aidan had learned that real leadership isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about creating a space where every voice matters. And the team? They didn't just work for Aidan anymore. They worked with him. Have you ever been in a position to lead? Whether it's at work, at home, or in your community? Remember, true leadership isn't about control. It's about connection. When you lift others up, you rise too. Together, let's move from doubt to power, one story at a time.